going on, guys? Today we're going to do a little spraying. I'm going to get this fescue yard that these guys reseeded in June, and it's some tender young stuff, but I put some Milorganite out on it a few weeks ago, maybe just a couple of weeks ago. It's starting to grow pretty well, but the crabgrass and some other weeds also enjoyed the Milorganite application, so they're growing too. So I'm going to roll the dice and try to spray this crabgrass out of here. Stay tuned and I'll show you what I use. Okay, when I came and put the fertilizer out, you know, they've been watering the heck out of it, as they should, but the yard is kind of mushy. They're probably going to have to cut back on the water a little bit, but yard's kind of mushy, and I don't think I can run the PPC Total Turf Deluxe 5 nozzle sprayer out here. So I'm going to spray it with the Flowzone. I know you've probably seen some videos where I've used the Flowzone Typhoon set up like a gun and just walk and fan spray. But the problem with doing that on a little bit larger yard like this is the volume it puts out. It puts out about 1 gallon per 1,000 square feet. So I'd be constantly reloading. So what I'm going to go with today is I have this 4-boom walking nozzle that I made for my Typhoon, and it cuts the rate back. I can get about 6,500 square feet out of one tank load. So I've got mainly crabgrass, and so what I'm going to do today is showing up. It's quinclorac. The label rate on quinclorac at if you go down to per 1,000 square feet, which is more handy for math on a backpack, is 1.45 ounces per 1,000 square feet. So I go 1.45 times 6.5, and that gives me, I need about 9.5 ounces, 9.45 ounces to fill the whole load on the Typhoon. So hopefully I can spray the whole yard with maybe just one reload, but and I don't kill anything. Well, anything that I don't mean to kill, the fescue. All right, I'm gonna go to work. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is almost impossible to do in a way to which you can see what I'm doing with this camera one-handed. But it's pretty much the walking boom in action. Like I said, we did put out the Milorganite on this yard a few weeks ago. And I really, you know, we don't generally put any kind of fertilizer on fescue in the summertime, but this is a special case. And Milorganite I view more as like almost like a really good compost top dressing versus calling it flat out a fertilizer. I mean, I know it's a good fertilizer and everybody loves it, but just the ridiculous amount of physical product I have to use to get anything done, and the cost of it, it's not very effective in a business setting. Anyway, I'll keep spraying this. I gotta put this phone away. Okay, I got this one all sprayed up. A few things kind of different here, you know. It's been hot, so I'm a little scared of stuff. I'm a little scared of what I just did, actually, because this is some brand new seeded grass, and this is not typical to seed fescue in June. It's July right now, actually, near middle toward end of July. But usually with quinclorac, the recommended surfactant is methylated seed oil. Methylated seed oil in itself, especially in these higher temperatures, can be pretty damaging to some turf. So I opted out of that and just used my Promote surfactant with it. And generally, this yard probably could have used a 3-way on it too, but I'm gonna hit it with this quinclorac and see what happens. I've got some really good results though if I use the quinclorac and a 3-way like speed zone with the carfentrazone in it. those two seem to work pretty good together on whacking that crabgrass out. All right, we'll cross our fingers and say a little prayer and such, and hope that I didn't wreck this place. All right, let's go see what else we got to do. Okay, more fescue action here. I mow this one and actually put my fescue program, well, kind of abbreviated version on it versus the ones I do on some of the bigger houses. But she's due for her fungicide application. This one, I don't think the irrigation does all that good on it. So she gets some heat stress, and she's getting a little fungus outbreak in it. It's well, more than a little actually. But gonna mix up the homemade headway recipe that I've been doing, the 16 ounces an acre of azoxystrobin, and 16 ounces an acre of the high percentage propiconazole, promote surfactant, and some potassium fertilizer, potassium hydroxide fertilizer. But I'm also going to put 3 ounces to the 1,000 of 12% humic acid on this one. See if it'll help me combat one more thing in the arsenal to try to help me get this grass looking healthy through the summer. It's a challenge. All right, there's PPC Total Turf Deluxe 5,000 5-nozzle deluxe boom sprayer. I think I got it right that time. In the background, mixing up the concoction. I'll put it out. Okay, this is one we're going to spray for the company that does the maintenance on it. Beautiful, beautiful place. They do a good job with the hedges and all, keeping the landscape up. The grass is abysmal though. It's supposed to be fescue. Let's take a little closer look at it. Okay, here we go. There's a little fescue. That's mowed low, mowed real low. Definitely got some challenges here. Anyway, the order for today is just to try to spray some weeds out of it. Got some stuff in here. All right, well, I've talked to the homeowner, and I think we're going to be able to get him on a program starting in the fall to really get him a kicking yard. There's some crabgrass. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with that today. Okay, I'm going to take a shot at getting it. Okay, what I'm going to hit this one with today is 3 pints to the acre of Change Up, and see if I can get some of this weed action out of it. I also put gallon to the acre of 12% humic acid on it. This ought to be a good one. It's a pretty place. We're gonna do some work here. Okay, like I said, the company that does the maintenance here said go ahead and talk to the homeowner, see if I could get him on a fertility and weed control program for this yard, and I did, and we're going to hopefully do that. And so probably by Christmas time, this place will be interstellar, buddy, with a good rhizominous tall fescue overseed, some humic products, tender love and care. They got to mow it taller though. Ooh, they're mowing it short. All right, that's this one. All right, that's just a little bit of what I got going on today. I'm gonna close out here at my scariest yard. This is my yard. It's always been a mix of Bahia grass and Bermuda grass. So I decided I was gonna start trying to take some of the Bahia grass out of it. And how you do that is you spray it with about 1 ounce per acre of methylfuron methyl. And you can see the definite line right there. But from probably about right here back toward the house was mixed Bermuda and Bahia, and that out there is just all Bahia. So I ain't had the guts to spray the whole yard dead, so I was gonna try to kill, you know, one swipe at a time, or per year or whatever, and let the Bermuda grass push over into there. And what happened was I sprayed it with the MSM, and it whacked the Bahia grass out of it. And it's been hot, it's been really dry, and so my Bermuda grass hadn't really been performing all that great. And also I came home one day with a little bit of Celsius left in my tank mix, so I had to get rid of it because I had to scrub the tank out. So I went ahead and sprayed the Bermuda areas again with that Celsius. Woo! Dinged up my grass. But it's rained just a little bit one day, so it's bouncing back some, and I've been fertilizing it every couple of weeks. So maybe if I can just get some water on it, it'll start spreading. It's not as yellow as it was, but that putting that little bit of that extra dose of Celsius on top of the methylfuron, see, this is a big old spot there where the Bahia grass was in it. Putting that extra dose of Celsius on top of that methylfuron methyl was not a wise move, but it didn't kill it. It just made it mad. But anyway, guys, that's just a little bit of what I've been up to today, and I appreciate you guys watching. Hit that like button, subscribe. I believe we hit 500 subscribers this week. Never thought that would happen. That's pretty awesome. I appreciate you guys for all your support and everything. This YouTube thing's kind of fun. All right, guys, hang in there till next time. Appreciate it.